Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I know I've been absent for a while, but I had to take a little break. Really didn't even know what I was alive or not. There's just so much going on right now that I was like, do I really want to address any of this? I think the thought is I don't really want to directly address anything that I've been seeing in these YouTube streets. It's so much going on, and it's really perplexing to me to think about the behind all the assery and shenanigans that are going on. If the people who are behind all of this shit really have a real life, which is why I took time off, because I do have a real life. I do have real responsibilities that I have to take care of. I have a family, I have a business. I like to spend time with my family. And you can't do that when you're on this little box 24/7. I hope everybody can hear me. I know I got some people sitting in the bushes, but if you could let me know if you can hear me or not. Um, Basically, right now, my thing is, when do you have time as a grown adult, as a full grown, mature adult, to sit on this box and look at somebody else's life and critique? There are some things that, yeah, you speak on because they are just morally wrong and outrageous. But where do you have the space to throw rocks and judge somebody else's life? I mean, is your life perfect? No one has a perfect life, so you don't have a room, you really don't have too much room to criticize. And then there's those who criticize people who are actually trying to do something with their life. They're trying to make something, they're trying to build something. And in my opinion, if you can't do it, won't do it, don't stand in the way of somebody who's trying to. Move out the way. Because at that point, what is your purpose? What is the purpose of you trying to derail somebody else's dream? That's straight ignorance. You know? Why is it so important for you to derail what somebody else is trying to manifest? You know? That is truly a spirit of destruction. And what you have to worry about when you have that spirit of destruction and you're trying to derail or destroy somebody else's dream, they look at you a little bit closer, and you really need to worry about what they're seeing while you're trying to build your reputation, I guess. Hey Navi, how you doing? Understand that ditch, that grave you dug for them, you need to be digging too. Because eventually you're gonna fall into it. Because I'm pretty sure that you got some stuff in your closet that you don't want nobody to see. But what you need to understand, when you keep on stuff in that shit in that closet, pretty soon that door is gonna open up and it'll all come out. I've been seeing, and I've kind of been, refocusing on my life and looking at the things I got going on. And I'm like, wow. It's like people don't understand. You got enough problems in your life. Say, clean your own house before you come sweeping around my door. Business owner. I've only been at this, maybe a couple of years. And it's hard. It's hard to build that following. It's hard to build that clientele. And there's a lot of things that go into it. You know, you have to learn your craft. You know, you have to build that trust, so to speak, with your clientele. Now, I'm not expecting everybody to understand what goes into. Y'all forgive me, my connection is really, really bad. So if I'm going in and out, please forgive me. Um, you have to understand there's a lot that goes into it. And you have to learn your craft, you know, and then to have someone else come in and see what you're doing and blatantly lie, that's hard. What gets me as a black woman is there is very little support for us on either side of the fence. You know, it's bad enough that we have people who don't look like us that walk all over us. It becomes even harder when our own men do the same. But what I really can't understand is that our own sisters who don't support each other. We know what we have to go through as black women. You know that struggle personally. Why would you not downplay that next sister? We're supposed to support each other because we know what that fight is like. You know, I understand there's an element of jealousy that comes in, but I mean, for real, sis, there should be no jealousy. If there's something that you want to do, a dream you want to achieve, turn to your sister and say, hey, sis, I'm trying to do this. Could you give me, some ideas, a hint on what I should be doing to make this happen? You know, that's your support system. I mean, every woman is different, but we have, in essence, the same thing going on, the same challenges, basically. So for you to turn against your sister for what my grandfather used to call is dark corners and sweet lies, that makes no sense to me. Cause light gonna shine on everything once in a while, so there won't be no dark corners. And sweet lies, they dissipate in the light of day. Hi Demetri, how you doing? So I don't understand when you can't support your sister. This is truly a sisterhood, and you have to understand that the age of the patriarch is coming to a close, and sweetheart, it's dying an ungracious death. And what better way to try to prolong its existence than to attack the sisterhood or infiltrate it? The sisterhood has been strong for years, and it's the way we have survived. It's just like that raising of a village, that village raising that one child. That was sisterhood, y'all. Your kid down the street where you can't see it, but sister so and so saw it, and she snatched that little ass up and called you when he sent it on his way. And it hit every door till it got to yours. That's sisterhood. Because I'm watching that child when your eyes can't be on it. We don't even have that no more. It used to be when I was growing up and I was out there messing up, I knew. If sister so and so saw me, I knew what was happening when I hit that front porch. But now you can't even do that because when you hit your front porch, your mother's already arguing with sister so and so. Why'd you put your hands on my child? Why'd you snatch him up? Don't you do that? So now we got these little wild hellions running around here getting everything because they know there's nothing to come out of it. I'm not going to get punished for it. And half the time, the mamas are afraid of the kids. Where they do that at? See, I'm not afraid of nothing that I put in this world because I'll break you down. And please don't let me get a phone call from somebody telling me. I'm not saying that we don't have brothers out here that support the sisters, but they looking kind of few and far between from what I've been seeing. And I'm under no delusion that this world here on YouTube is all it is. But I've been seeing it out here in the real world. You know, I do a lot of consultations and I've been doing a lot of them within the last couple of days. And it's just letting me know that this is not only on YouTube, this is real life. I've seen real life blood sisters not supporting each other and over some bullshit, you know? That's why I tell people all the time blood only means that you're related. I think we really need to take some time to reevaluate our morals and our ideas about what support is. It's really saddening to look at it and know that my children have to be in this realm when I'm gone. And they're gonna have to deal with this shit, you know? I got my own little sisterhood microcosm going on. I have two Bibles. I think I have to instill this sisterhood in 4 women. I have to instill this morality, this code of conduct, if you will, in 4 women, knowing that even if I instill this in them, this strength, this support, that they got to be out there in a world of people who either don't understand it or don't value it. They got to brave this path alone. So I guess basically what I'm looking at is understand that sometimes you're going to have to walk that path alone and you're going to have rocks thrown at you, not only from people who don't look in a man's role when it comes to a woman. I believe a man is put here to be your support. A man is supposed to be standing in front of you and handling all that brunt, and the woman, you're supposed to be bringing up the real baby. I got you. You know, you're supposed to be your strength for each other. But what I'm seeing out here is a bunch of effeminate men, men who have a lot of female tendencies, you know. And it's a shame to name them as female tendencies, but a lot of these tendencies you tend to see in females predominantly, you know. I don't understand that. I don't understand the men who don't want to take up the roles. It's like it's almost easier for them to take up a female role. I came across something I had never heard before a few days ago. I got into an actual straight out argument with a man who said the reason why most women are alone out here right now and are not married is because they will not ask the man that they care about to marry them. Excuse me, whoa, where they do that at? You know, where I was taught is a man who finds himself a wife finds himself a good thing. I didn't hear nothing about a woman going to self a husband and proposing and all of that. That means that I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna propose to you, I'm gonna build you a house and bring you home. Question is, are you gonna cook and clean that house that I built for you, or am I supposed to go out there get you, ask you to marry me, bring you home, cook and clean, and go out and work and bring home the bacon? Am I supposed to do all of that? And what you gonna be doing? I I I didn't understand it at all. And that really kind of perplexed. I'm like, wow, y'all really trying to take on the role of women. I believe we all have a certain position in this world, but I do not think that things that are traditionally in a male role should be trying to put on a woman. I don't understand it. And I know there will be certain people who don't agree with me with this, and that's cool. That's cool. This is my own personal perspective. But I do believe that men have certain roles, and I do believe that women have certain roles. And I'm seeing those roles reversed. I don't understand all the bullshit that's going on YouTube, people being threatened, people's lives being changed, people on here 24/7 like they don't have a life, people on here 24/7 maligning the people who do have a life. I don't understand any of that. I won't pretend that I do. All I know is basically I am almost in a mourning state over the sisterhood. I want to encourage sisters to support each other. I want us to come back to what we used to be, even better. I want it to be Sisterhood 2.0. I want us to support each other in what we're doing. I want us to uplift each other. I want us to encourage each other. I want us to be there as a helping hand, as a listening ear. I want us to be a sisterhood. We can't afford for that to die right now. Our presence is needed. Our wisdom is needed. Our love is needed. Our creativity is needed. Understand, sisters, we are the hub of creativity. We bring life into this realm. We are nothing if we are not creative. We create. That's what we do. I don't want to see that sullied. We need to get back to that. We need to understand our place in that. So, as my part in this, I will be putting myself out there more to support sisters than I already do. I am an ear to hear. I am a shoulder to cry on.